Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, we will learn how to apply for a tax file number TFN. As an international student in Australia, you might need to work here along with your studies, and getting a job means having to pay taxes. So therefore, you might also require a tax file number. Today, I'll guide you through the process step by step. So let's dive in. First, let's understand what is a tax file number or TFN. According to the Australian Taxation Office ATO, TFN is your personal reference number in the tax and superannuation system. It is a unique 9-digit number. You might be wondering why you need to pay taxes when you are not a permanent resident or Australian citizen. The reason you need to apply for a TFN number is because if you are enrolled in a course in Australia for more than 6 months, you will be regarded as an Australian resident for tax purposes. This means you will have to declare your income on tax return and pay tax on your income at the same rate as other residents. While it is not compulsory for international students to have a TFN, international students are still encouraged to get one. This is because you may be paying more tax than required if you are employed and do not have a TFN. Without a TFN, 46.5% of your wages will be withheld by the Australian government, and that's a huge amount of money. Besides, you may also miss out on other benefits of Australian tax system such as tax offset and tax-free threshold. Also, most banks will require you to have one before you open a bank account. Now that we know what a TFN is and why you need to apply for one, let's start with the application process. The good news is that it is free to apply for a TFN. Applying for a TFN as an international student is relatively simple and straightforward process. All you need to do is complete the online TFN application through the ATO website. Here is a step-by-step guide on how to apply for your TFN. The first thing we will do is visit the website. Open your web browser and type apply for TFN. The first website you will see is apply for a TFN Australian Taxation Office. Make sure you apply on the official website, the Australian Taxation Office, which is ato.gov.au. Click on that and that will bring you to the page. Now on this page you will get different options like Australian citizen with an Australian passport, Australian residents TFN application, then foreign passport holders, permanent migrants and temporary visitor TFN application, and then people living outside Australia, Norfolk Island residents and Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, and you can select one depending on your circumstances. However, this video is for international students who want to apply for TFN. You can select foreign passport holders, permanent migrants and temporary visitors because we are holding a foreign passport. Now check with the eligibility criteria. So on this page you can read who can apply for TFN before we hit the apply button. So as you can see, you can apply online for a TFN using individual auto registration called IAR. As I mentioned earlier, it is free to apply for a TFN, but you can only apply for a TFN if you meet all the following 3 conditions. The first one is you are a foreign passport holder, permanent migrant or temporary visitor. Second is that you are already in Australia. Third one is your visa is one of the following: either a permanent resident visa, a visa with work rights, an overseas student visa, a visa allowing you to stay in Australia indefinitely, including New Zealanders automatically granted a visa on arrival. In this case, we are an overseas student visa holders, so we are eligible to apply for a TFN online. Click on the button apply online for TFN. Note that you don't need to send them any documents. So on this page, again, eligibility criteria for who can use this service to apply for a TFN, and also making sure you must be in Australia and have a valid permanent migrant visa, visa with working rights, overseas student visa and visa allowing you to stay in Australia. We can start with the application process. So here you can see on this page the application process is divided into 5 steps, which included identification, tax number, address, contact and summary. Here is a step-by-step guide on how to fill in the information for your TFN. First step here is the identification. The first thing is to provide your travel documentation details. This is required so that the ATO can check your details with the Department of Home Affairs and confirm whether you are eligible for a TFN. Enter the exact information as it appears on your passport or travel document. You will need to enter your passport or travel document number here, your passport or travel document and country of origin. You can select your country from this list. Have you ever visited Australia before? Select yes or no based on your situation. If you haven't been here, select no. Now coming to the personal details. Provide your personal details. You choose your title, write your family name, write your first name, and if you have any middle name or other given names, any other name, select yes or no based on your situation. What is your full date of birth? Enter the date, the month and the year. Select your gender. If you have a spouse, select yes or no based on your situation. If you have one, then select yes, otherwise select no. If you select yes for the spouse, then it will ask you for information about your spouse. Once you fill in all the information, you can look at the information that you have entered carefully and press next. Step number 2, which is text file number. The next step is to provide your text file number details. They will ask you a couple of questions, and as you can see here, the asterisk sign means they are mandatory. First thing they ask about is whether you have ever applied for a text file number or Australian business number. Select no. Have you ever had a TFN or ABN in your name before? Select no. And then, have you ever lodged a tax return in Australia? We will select no again. Do you own property or have a business interest in Australia? Select no for this one as well, and then no for the next one. Do you authorize ATO to send your TFN to Centrelink? You don't have a Centrelink account because you are an international student, so select no here and then press next. Step is your Australian postal address. Make sure you provide your correct address details. You need to make sure to have the right address because you are gonna get an official letter to your postal address within 28 days. The next question is asking if your current home address is the same as a postal address. If it is yes, select yes, but if it is no, then select no and enter your residential address. Once you have entered information here, select next. Now the next thing is your contact details. They are required because they can contact you if they need further information. So you need to provide your details or another person details. If you are selecting another person, it could be due to language difficulty, age or some other factor. If you are selecting yourself, provide your details, your mobile number or phone number and your email address. However, if you want to select another person due to any of the above reasons, you need to provide their details as well, name, mobile and email. Then select next. Number 5, which is summary. Make sure you have entered all the right information. Once you have thoroughly looked at the information carefully, you can tick this box to sign the declaration. If you need further information about your privacy, you can see it in the privacy notice. And then also select I'm not a robot and hit the submit button. Congratulations, that's all you need to do. Apply for a TFN. If you want to apply for an Australian business number or ABN, great news is that we have got a video on that as well. You can watch the full video on how to apply for an ABN by clicking on the link in the description below. And if you want to watch more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Till then, make sure you stay safe, stay healthy and bye for now.